Alright, we are going first on this one. We open up with this Zexal Construct. I decided to send the Ash Blossom. Just seems like my opponent doesn't have the Maxx, and that's really what I want to use the Ash Blossom on. So we're going to use the Sakitama effect to Xyz summon Utopia Double. Now Utopia Double is going to search for our field spell using that Ascended Sage. And we're also going to bring out the Arm Sage and bring out Utopia. Now we get the Lightning Blade, which is very cool because it's equipped to any of our Xyz Utopia monsters and give them cannot be destroyed by card effects with their effect. So there's our Utopic Dragonar. Now this card has 4 materials, meaning I'll be able to send for 4 different cards. That's insane to me because we're going to be able to get a spell negate plus a monster gate. This is literally full combo here. We're going to discard an overlay unit, get the twin Pegasus to add another negate, as well as the Lightning Blade to protect our Leo Utopia Ray. And we're going to get the Titanic Galaxy first. We're going to end our turn. And now we're going to hop on it. And as soon as we can, standby phase, we're going to bring out the Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord and equip it with that field spell, which is insane. So on board, we have a monster negate instantly. We're going to use that right away. Take out the unicorn. Looks like our opponent has the birth. I'm going to take out the birth using the Titanic Galaxy. Looks like our opponent is playing ABC Union Kashtira. This is an interesting build. It looks like our opponent's going to go for the Link 2. And he's going to go into the Platinum Gadget. Now I'm a little worried. I'm seeing the letters A, B, C. I'm negating the search for the A to make sure that we're gonna get the Assault Core not in the equation. Now the cool part about this is that it looks like our opponent is gonna get it inside of his hand, but he has no way to special summon it now. And so it's not going to matter because we're going to negate the Platinum Gadget, and that's going to choose, our opponent's just going to choose to surrender instead of playing it out. Another pretty decent hand here, opening up with the Onomatopira plus the Zexal Construct, giving us the ability to get out our whole Utopia combo here, using Onomatopia plus Ascended Sage. Looks like our opponent's on Rescue Ace. I'm going to Ash Blossom the Impulse. I don't want to give him free access to the Hydrant right away. I do know the Rescue Ace deck. So we're going to continue with our Utopia combo. First off, we're going to use Ascended Sage to go into the Utopia Double to secure the double or nothing as well as the rank up spell. And we're going to rank up into our Herald. Now we're going to use our Zubaba part to bring back the Utopia part. Now we're trying to use all of these effects, and it's a little continuous chain they can do. And I believe we did it right, because we should be able to bring out the Dodododwarf now. But first we're going to rank up into our boy, number 99. We're going to use number 99's effect. We're going to bring out our Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord first this time. Honestly, it doesn't matter what order you choose to bring those two out in. Next up, we're going to bring out Gagagaga Magician. Leave him there. And we're going to now use our Utopia Ray effect, leaving us with, right now, 2 negates on board, but we're about to add a 3rd. Now, it looks like our opponent does have the Rescue Ace Impulse again. We're going to get negated again. But it looks like our opponent has the Droplet here. Now, our opponent is noticing that we're bringing out... We have so much field presence right now. He chooses to take away our Utopia Ray negate, as well as get that Hydrant on the field. Now, this is where I do a cool play and bring out the Babushka. Since we have no more board presence, having Babushka on the field pretty much stops his Hydrant and causes him to surrender. So now it has a failsafe. If your opponent outs all of those cards, you can still go Babushka at the end of your turn. Alright, so we opened up double Saitama and Zubababancho, and with a 1 day apiece, we're opening up the Dodododwarf Gogogoglove. Now, it looks like our opponent is on some kind of Gemini engine, which is super interesting, but unfortunately it didn't open up real well. We're seeing all three of our Sakitamas. We're going to send the Sakitama to bring out the Ascended Sage. We're going to normal summon the Sakitama, as well as normal summon our Utopia combo. Now, this leaves us with 4 materials on the field. Honestly, that's all we need to go full combo. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Leave all the rest of our cards in the hand except for that hyper rank up, and we're going to have full combo the next turn as well. There's our ultimate Utopia Leo Ray, and we're going to bring back the Gogogoglove. So we're going to decide to go further and use the Utopic Sage to bring out the level 4 Arm Sage. Arm Sage is going to go with Sakitama, and we're going to be able to bring out our Utopia to start using the rank up magic once we get out the Chaos number 39. We're going to rank it up, get into that Utopia 99, and we're going to be able to have pretty much full reign of this field. We're going to equip the Lightning Blade to our ultimate Leo Utopia Ray and get the Pegasus as well, just to make sure we get those negates. You know, if we can take a negate, we will. There's the Galaxy card, so we'll be able to negate that field spell. That's why I brought the Galaxy out this time. Oh, I choose not to negate it. My apologies. We leave him with full lethal here. You know what? This Utopia, this Zeus isn't going to do anything. But just in case he does destroy one of our monsters, we'll get another material on Zeus. So we're in a really good spot. Even with him drawing with the time tiering magnet, we're still in a tremendous spot. Now, I want to use Utopia Dragonard before he ranks up into another, because he can normal summon twice per turn due to that field spell. Looks like our opponent is just going to try to do something, but honestly, it won't be enough. And we're just going to be able to end him this turn with our monsters. Alright, we're going turn 1. This is a pretty decent hand, especially for our opponent having the called by. Or having the Maxi, we have the called by for it. This will get us every single Utopia card we need, which is super good. Unfortunately, we're going to have to probably throw away either the Utopia or the called by, or we're going to have to throw away one of these cards that we already have. We choose to throw away the Zubaba, and we're going to gain back the 3 other guys. Now we're going to summon Onomatopaira, and we're going to start comboing off here. Start off, we're going to go into Utopic Sage because we need to get access to the hyper rank up spell. Now we're going to bring out this guy, which will also bring out Gogogo. So pretty much we're back to where we need to be with that Utopic Sage, which is an interesting play. As long as you have 3, you should be able to get out the rest just with their awesome, unique abilities revolving around each other. Now we have the Utopia double on the field as well as the Utopia. Now we're just going to go through the same thing where we're going to go into the Chaos number Utopia. We're going to go into our cool boss monster Utopia Ray. And we're going to also go into number 99 to be able to bring out the monster negate as well as the spell negate. Now going into Utopia Ray is also going to give us 2 negates. A quick effect negate on field, kind of like an effect failure. And a really situational negate, but it does come in handy once in a while with that twin Saber Pegasus. We're gonna get that Galaxy Lord going on first. We're gonna set one, we're gonna pass. Honestly, this is a pretty good board. Utopia Sage is there as protection as well. And we're also going to throw in our Hope Harbinger Dragon. Our opponent, it looks like to be playing some kind of Saber, reveals the Drytron. So we're playing a Drytron situation. Now I could have negated right there, but I'm honestly kind of saving it for a ritual spell. I premature pulled the call by. I honestly read the effect wrong. I thought he discarded the material and had one in hand. My mistake, but we'll see if it matters. He's gonna go into an Xyz monster here, the Drytron Beta. But luckily for us, we have that quick effect Veiler type effect with Utopia Ray, causing it to be negated. He's gonna go to battle here. We're gonna make him take 0 here. He's gonna go into a Utopia that has, or he's gonna go into a Downward Magician first, so he can have a Zeus that has 4 materials. I don't think it's gonna be enough though, because we can negate the first one, which we do. And that's when our opponent decides to surrender there, because he knew we had the Twin Saber for the second one. Alright, we opened up a pretty decent package here. We're going to call by, meaning honestly that our Maxx is really there to be discarded. The funny part. So we're going to start off with summoning the Utopic, using the Arm Sage, the special summon. So we have 3 cards here. We're going to try our best to get the best out of it. There's our Utopic Sage, and Utopic Sage is going to bring out our boy, Arm Sage, or Ascended Sage. My apologies. Ascended Sage is going to go into Utopia, get us that rank up spell. Now we're a little off of what we normally want to do, but honestly, going into the spell and the monster negate is a pretty good move as it is. This deck can do more, so I'm really not the best move, but we're going to show what we can do in this duel anyway. Utopia Dragonar is going to bring out our first target. Honestly, it could be either one, and we're going to choose our boy Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Use that rank up spell to give it 1 material for that 1 negate. We have the Maxx. Honestly, the Maxx isn't going to do anything. But we're going to chain our Utopic Dragonar. I think I honestly forgot that I called by. I was trying to protect the Maxx like it was going to do something. But there's our spell negate. And there we see that it's negated. Pot of Prosperity. This card is at 1 for a reason. I'm going to use my spell negate here. I don't want to see any more cards out of him if I don't have to. There's the triple attack. He's going to take our dragon now. But honestly, it's not going to really do him except for take 3,000 damage, go into a Zeus. These guys are really trying to Zeus me with all my Xyz monsters, but the funny part is I have a monster negate just for you. I'm going to negate your Zeus, and pretty much you stole my monster for no reason, causing him to waste his turn and surrender. Alright, we're on to another game. This is a pretty weird hand, but I think it'll still do it. We're going to recycle that Lightning Blade, because honestly, Lightning Blade is a really cool card, and we really don't want it to waste. But this is another time where going first, you're going to have to waste your hand trap as material for these cards. The draw on this effect is really known at this point. Now, I'm also looking at my opponent's name, 3 evenly match, and I'm kind of scared. I really don't want to see that evenly match. It's really a bad matchup for the deck, especially when we're triggering the Utopic Dragonar so eagerly. You could play around it, but honestly, it would leave less initiative for your turns, and it might not really help you out in the long run. Now, it looks like we opened up surprisingly well for the ditching of the Ash Blossom. We're going to be able to go full combo. We have the Utopia Ray on the field, as well as our Chaos number. We're also getting Utopia Dragonar up and running, with Utopia Dragonar discarding 2 to bring out probably the spell one first. I'm just nervous. We actually choose the Photon Lord. I mean, either one, like I'm saying this, it does not matter which one you bring out. unless your opponent has some kind of hand trap you're going to use the Galaxy Lord for. But we're going to also equip that Lightning Blade to Utopia Ray. We're in a pretty decent spot. Now the Titanic Galaxy comes out. We have 3 negates on board. Our opponent is playing purely. I mean, that is an interesting deck to play 3 evenly match. It is the tier 1 of the meta currently. We're going to take out that card. I don't like that card. We're also going to negate this one with our on-board negate. Honestly, I pulled the trigger on it. Did I have to? No. But there's his first spell. He's going to bring out this one. Now, I'm also going to negate this one because looking at the card advantage I'm seeing 1 card in hand and 2 level 1s. He's going to go into next season, probably Zeus me, but I still have 1 pesky negate on my hands. He's going to go the Nightingale. We're going to switch the attack to our Hope Harmony Dragon, and he's also going to trigger it where he takes no battle damage. That effect is going to be triggering our twin Saber, causing him to lose his Zeus. Main phase 2, he chooses to go there and surrender. Alright guys, so this is the deck I built, Utopia XYZ build. Pretty interesting deck. It still does what the normal XYZ of Utopia does. It either OTKs your opponent or sets up a pretty nasty board of negates. In a second I'll show cards that I feel like are very important to mention. And starting off with the new addition to the format, Sakitama. This card is a guaranteed extender. There's not many cards in the format that really don't get benefit from normal summoning. You can't maxi, he doesn't get a summon off of it, a card off of it. It's a really interesting card, and it's that just enough extender. If you, for example, were missing your Ascended Sage or your Arm Sage or any, you were missing like 1 piece of the Utopia combo, you can throw Sakitama in there and still get your full board. Of course, we're talking about Onomatopaira. Using the Onomatopaira to get the Onomatopoeia, you're pretty much going like, you're plussing out of the wazoo to get your insane boards. Now onto the extra deck. I think a lot of the important cards as Utopia Dragon are being able to bring out 2 level 8 or rank 8s that both negate is super insane, or going into the Babuska that really stopped your opponent really crazily, and it's a fail safe of the deck. You can also throw a Dweller in here to do the same thing if you wanted. It's a super cool deck. I'm throwing the Utopic Future and Draco Future in here just in case you're left over with some of these Utopic or non-number cards that you still want to go into. Zeus is always still an option since you're playing XYZ. And I think the deck is pretty diverse for what it is. This Sakitama card is really interesting and can be thrown into a lot of XYZ engines. Mathmech, Exo Sisters, and Utopia is the example I thought of at first. I'll definitely experiment with the card more, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.